After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
From the 36, Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And again, it's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
New York.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The numbers for Tate in last week's game: 7 catches, 99 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, he's getting the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own
22nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Cowboys.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Prescott gets this to the tight end Jarwin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and goal from the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
9 yards.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The Cowboys take over first.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. From the 44, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Valentine on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you get to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jones pass. Complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. at the 16-yard line.
A second down run with Lewis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
A loss of a yard.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
Giants 10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Tony Pollard, room to run at the 50. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead now stands at 13. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Ballantyne to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Jones pass.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Wilson.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Boys. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. on 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, this to Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Intended that time for Cooper, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Elliott. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier. The tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dak Prescott sacked.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see it where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28.
Ezekiel Elliott.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings us 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it in the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Cowboys 29, Giants 10.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
On the tackle.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate.
Jones pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pick up on the play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
29. Giants 13.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down. Gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
11 yards there, first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Prescott's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A gain of 6.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ballantyne to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own
New York ready to go again offensively. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
a loss of...
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
New York.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Jones on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
Complete to...
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete.
Jones.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Barkley.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Jones.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
New York.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Jones pass.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The 11-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the pass.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Keeps the score, Cowboys.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. Find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Grant Taylor on the return.
The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Williams.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of
A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 15 carries, 71 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect to maybe throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
The tackle made.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray to give. This is Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Drake. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
1-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Michael Gallup, incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Patrick Peterson.
Prescott from the gun. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Prescott's
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
tackle made by.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
For the Cowboys.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Drake. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
The numbers for Zeke from last week: 25 carries, 115 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Go! Slam! 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 We go 46!
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
6 yards line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Elliott on the carry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And it's
Third. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
They They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Elliott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Chris Jones.
Another big play, another tackle for loss by Chandler Jones. And boy, was he lucky to hold on to the rock there, because last season, Jones led the NFL with 8 forced fumbles. Great striking ability, excellent technique at working the ball free from anyone trying to hold on to it.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10.
Drake on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
8 yards on the pickup.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It leads to
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
By the Cardinals.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
a good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
a gain of
ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. On the toss, Drake going left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
7.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the gun, Murray stepping up. He'll try and run. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to take off with it. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now left side on the swing pass. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
10. Cowboys 7.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now Pollard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz.
And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season, 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
A 20-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While he gets attended to, they'll step aside. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
No, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
With the give to Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Cardinals 10.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
Murray's pass.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the 1st step in their comeback attempt.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball carrier. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Oh, boy.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Now a play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On first down, Drake. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. Clinton Dix on the coverage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. He may try and run for this. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to play.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
That ties the game at 20 all.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
That's good.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A first down throw for Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got Tanner Vallejo leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Murray's pass.
So this will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running, it's Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Drake on the carry.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Arizona.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. A give to Drake running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Awuzie on the tackle. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
On third down, Drake. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Arizona, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And